My name is Samuel Obin. I was born in Kumasi, in the Ashanti region of Ghana, and attended primary and secondary school there as well. Ever since I was a kid, I tinkered with football. It was my hobby, my passion, and my way of learning. However, unlike most kids, I did not have a happy beginning because my dad and mom were divorced when I was just 4 years of age. My dad did marry again, but unfortunately, life became unbearable for me when the woman my dad married became very cruel to me. Before my dad married to her, we were just two, me and my little sister. Then my stepmother had a boy and two girls with my dad, so in all we were five siblings. In the Ashanti culture, the first son is poised to inherit his father's property in future. With this in my stepmother's mind, she did everything to stop that happening by way of subjecting me to very, very harsh treatment so I could leave the house. My stepmother took her children to the best school while me and my sister went to school in a dilapidated building. When I came back from school, she made me do so much work without food, and most of the time went to bed on an empty stomach. Sometime my stepmother would come to my school and drag me home because she thought I had not completed my housework before I left for school. Despite all this unbearable suffering that I had to endure, I was able to pass and gain admission to secondary school. At the secondary level, I got so much interested in drawing and sports, particularly football. It was therefore no surprise when I was invited to play for the national school team as a striker. I went in to play for the Ghana Academic House, a selected team representing the Ghana Education Service. Then I signed on I was signed on by a premier club in Kumasi known as Kumasi Cornerstones FC, and then got selected to join the Black Stars, the national team of Ghana. As I went through all these challenges in life, the abuse from my stepmother did not stop. And on one occasion, when I was at the Black Stars camp, my stepmother and my dad came to the camp to call me back home because they argued that I should stop football and concentrate on my studies. With all this stress going on, I ended up suffering from inferior myocardial infarction, a form of heart attack as a result of ongoing blood pressure elevation that I was not even aware. My football career therefore ended abruptly. I left my family home and traveled to Accra, the capital city of Ghana, to look for a job and worked as a public relations officer with the Internal Revenue Service of Ghana. During this period, I had a relationship and had two girls. I started having problems in the relationship and then we separated. I traveled to the United Kingdom where I met a lady and we got married and had a child. In all, I had three girls. Looking back at my past, I thought I should be careful not to let my children suffer the same plight that I went through when it comes to divorce and remarrying. That my children will have the best love they deserve. And then, as I weigh my circumstance, I decided to do a little more to better my life and the life of my children. I therefore took a bold decision to enroll at the East London University as a mature student. I had an offer to study graphic design with illustration, and I'm in the threshold of getting my degree. The decision of going to the university as a mature student was not an easy task, considering my health problems and having to deal with full-time employment and full-time university. But then, I took inspiration from artists and painters who started their career after 50 years and in well advanced age, like Grandma Moses, who was known as Anna Mary Robinson Moses, who did American folk stories, Alice Latimer Mosley, Eddie Wells Bristol, and Mose Tovila, to mention just a few. Now, I look into the future to become a folk story illustrator with my first children's book in the pipeline, which is titled The Gritty Mouse. Hopefully, the future is bright, and I'm looking forward to be a renowned illustrator. Thank you.
Oníkòyí, ọmọ Ògún ìbírọ̀, ọmọ gbọ̀n tó dì mẹ́sìn lọ́rùn ẹ̀sẹ̀, tí kò jẹ́ kẹ́sìn Oníkòyí lè jókòó, ọmọ ìwájọwà, múlẹ̀ Oníkòyí wù mí, ogún ojújúmọ́ tí múlẹ̀ bàbá wa súnmí lọ, Ìkòyí o, Ìkòyí o.